Hi, Sisunjani.
Ndiyaphila.
Qumbu from Qumbu Podcast. I'm sure you know me.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm famous. People knows me. All right, igama lakho sisi ngibangana?
Lunathi Mjanyelwa.
Exactly, mina ndiyakwazi nguLunathi, then abanye abantu abakwazi. So uLunathi ukhulele phi?
uLunathi ukhulele eMarambeni.
Okay.
Emanxaweni, because there are two parts eMarambeni.
Alright.
Khona amakhulu khona amancinci, but ndikhulele
Because inyoka khona ezincinci bekhona ezinkulu. Now eMarambeni khona indawo ethi Marambeni, ujika ngesule nkama masithi.
Yeah.
Then ungene. Ngamarhambo oqala la.
ube ngathi no ngawesibini awo.
Ngamancinci ke la.
Yeah, ngawesibini awo amakhulu,
Okay.
but mna xa ugqiba unyoka eRidge, xa uqabela eRidge, there's a shop on your right.
All right, ndiyayibona.
Then ekhaya it's opposite the shop, so ngawo mancinci awo.
Oh, ndiyayibona ke ngitsha kwala ndawo ndiyayibona.
Yeah.
Okay, Lunathi, and then wakhulela Qumbu. Take us through.
Ndikhulele Qumbu. Ndifunde Little Flower.
Okay.
Grade 1. In fact, preschool yam.
Okay.
And until grade 3.
Okay.
And then ndahamba ndayofunda eBloemfontein. In terms of land, abazali get so influenced about abanye abazali ba umntana wami ose boarding school, so whatever the case may be. So ndayohlala boarding school. Ndaqala boarding school when I was doing grade 4.
Which is?
Bloemfontein.
Bloemfontein, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And then ndafunda primary yam phayana. After that ndayofunda eDutywa. Isikolo kusemida. I don't know.
I think I've heard about Mita. Mita. I've heard about Mita.
It's very strict.
Okay.
In terms of, yeah. And then ndaphuma eMida. The reason ndihambile eMida is it was because brother yam was a head boy that time, and ndaqonda ba mandimlandele because protection was iyaphela.
Yes.
So ndahamba ndayofunda eSt John's College apha eMthatha, whereby ndafika grade 10.
Mr. Magaqa.
Yeah. Ndafika ndafunda grade 10 and then until matric, and then I matriculated at St. John's College to Durban. After Durban, I was still inconsiderate about which career path to take, because it was me between law and me between journalism.
Okay.
So I chose marketing.
All right.
Yeah, okay. So and I offered again marketing at Durban, and then after marketing I was like, why not supply chain?
Yes.
And then I add supply chain as a bonus, and then there's a marketing management and supply chain. Now graduator, then. With God's grace, ndafumana umsebenzi in a logistics company. So ndihlala eDurban ngoku at this current moment. Yeah.
Now let's say ukhulele Qumbu, then waphuma wayeMthatha wayeDutywa yonke lo ndawo le. What is the difference? Yintoni difference oyisipotileyo between indawo le ukhulele kuyo nendawo ufunde kuyo nale ufunde kuyo kwesibini? Yintoni umahluko pha?
Umahluko is that uQumbu, it is seen as not developing town, and hence most of the people by viewer as like a small town.
Yes, true.
Because now whenever I introduce myself to people, I'm like, Lunathi, coming from a very small town that is located between Qumbu, between Umthatha and Mello. So it's in between, So with me having to go to those places in Nigeze, very much more responsibility and the way to carry myself, because abazali are very strict. Very strict, because I lost my mom in 2021, but I always knew about.
May her soul rest in peace.
Oh, thank you. So in most of the things, in the realize I have to make my best here. It was very influential. I don't wanna lie. Most years zazenziwa, but no man, I know bandizodini.
Yes.
Njengoba ndisuka kuQumbu, because uQumbu is seen ubonakala ngathi it is an undeveloped.
Yes, engathi nawe ingqondo yakho iyashota.
Yeah. So me going to those places, then you're seeker like more development in terms of self-management and self-development, other than me having to inherit everything is struggling.
Perfect. You went to Umthatha as well.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So Umthatha kwa grade 10 nangahlala hostel. So to say, nangahlala a boarding house. And a boarding house, you know how it is having to have so many people abafunda kwizikolo is different. So you get that full exposure in terms of knowing people, like abantu abahlukeneyo. But I have to carry myself like.
So now tell me, umntana Qumbu who is inspired by your story, utike no, I'm Lunathi and inspire. She went there, she came from there, she went there. Now, uzawuthi makathini, like let's say when uyamcebisa, from your experience that you got from where you're coming from, wherever, let's say kula minyaka yakho. Now, uthi, what to not to do, let's say what not to do and then what to do. I think
For me, I would just speak on the to-do part because wonke umntu, I believe, has a choice in everything.
Yeah, true.
Yabo. So from now to that particular person is that just do whatever works for you at that moment. Because the moment ndizo pillar in your shade and having to do whatever that you do, ibe inganisebenzeli.
True.
Ithi London ndiyokoyela. So I believe everyone has a choice in most of the things. So I believe mna yenza into ekusebenzelayo because ngoku kule minyaka endikuyo because I'm 23, but you can see I'm only 23 years old, but a lot of people,
guys, I'm 25.
I'm 23, but ingqondo yam is very matured in a very young age, very young age, because ndathatha yonke into endisebenzelayo and then I did release everything inganisebenzeli. And ngoku ndikwi-peak ye-career yam. So I have lost a lot of friends. I don't want to lie. It has been like a hateful journey.
But no heal.
So I have lost a lot of friends. I have ended so many relationships with people, even family and whatsoever. But if you don't want to roll with me, it's okay.
Stay behind.
We are good, but I don't want you in my circle. So umntana who is inspired by me, take whatever that works for you.
All right. Now, talking about abantwana, I've heard that you're doing something with sanitary towels or something. I think it's very interesting because abantwana out there banengxaki eninzi ye-disadvantage kumakhaya wabo, ne? One, we can't run away from poverty. We can't run away from a high rate of unemployment in South Africa, you understand? Now, abantwana abakhoyo bazalwa ngabantwana. Do you get me? Now, abantwana babazalayo bafundile, but they don't get jobs to feed our bantwana, to take care of our bantwana. Now, it becomes a very huge type of a thing, a rock, emileyo, esinda umntu wonke, understand? So now when izenjani into aba wena mawucinga uba no mawuqhekeze ilitye man likhoyo.
To be quite honest, into yam having to start a sanitary towel drive, it came grade 11 at St. John's. So in most of the cases, you would hear Oba Omdu is like, "Auna iPad."
Okay, yeah,
and
yes.
You'd be like, "No, I'm not." Because Tina has females. You track Oba this about appearance.
Okay,
so I need to carry. So of my second Omdu is like, "Auna iPad." Because that thing it comes naturally. Like you don't have to plan for it. Because even if you plan for it, Ive is in like J mysteriously.
Yes, yes, true.
So in the Miami, there's a girl child. To be quite honest,
Save a girl child, eh?
Yeah, it's save a girl child and keeping a girl child in school. So it came to me. This is grade 11, whereby Ishamizam, into high school, like that would never happen.
Negative energy.
Yeah, exactly. But everyone was in that age. I was like 17, so you didn't like say, "Hi, show me some Danis." But I always said that. So I did pitch it to my dad, and then my dad was like, "Okay, it is good, but can you focus on school?" Then also learn after varsity. So what if umama no, masing support umntana. It's fine, I pitch and but I didn't have a plan, to be quite honest, because I was still doing grade 11 one, and there were no funds. There was nothing. Because in South Africa, it's like selling an idea.
Yes.
If I were to pitch Qumbu, he would have bought that idea. So and then Utata was like, I got was into grade 11, but it's cool.
Okay.
We're just gonna keep it kanjalo. And then I did my matric. Then the first year, second year, third year. Hey, good third year. I was like, no man, I'm doing this thing. The for money internship that was like 6 months.
Okay.
I was like to my boss, how no twa wenza into for, and then my boss asked me, but how no twa wenza into for charity? Ungenza ntoni? I was like, nah, let me just go back to my drawing board. Make then ngiyaphisana nge-pets to amantombazana asesikoleni. I was ba, what is the significance of this? That's chicken make, but no, where I come from, to be quite honest, uqumbu is not developed.
True, yeah.
So akekho umuntu enake ndamva kuthiwa kwayenza lento yenzayo.
Hayi ngokuqala even, I'm telling you.
But ngoku, people with money or with power are doing it. But I'm so grateful that they come after me.
Exactly, yeah.
Because they did approach me in a sense of like, oh, I'm not doing it for fame, I'm not doing it for money, but I'm just doing it like, I'm just doing it. So, Lando, years ago, that's baby school, that's baby internship here. And then, ndasebenza in a stable job. I was like, Klonyaga, why not? Not that the Klonyaga could sebenza,
Okay,
but
yeah.
this is the time I was like, I'm overcoming my fears. 2024, like 2024 was me having to overcome everything that I used to say it was my fear. Yeah, well, because I'm very talkative, but it depends about who am I speaking to. So, for January, I brought Uputwam to a meeting.
The head boy.
Like Uputwam, bra.
Why a head boy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, I think we started to time.
All right.
So I'm like, bra, I want to do something like this. Help me. You have connection. You know people about because having to grow up in the last one, by the way. So I want to go with like, no, and that's where I'm. That's one
work exactly is.
So I was like,
it's all about connections.
Bra, I want to make this work. No, it's fine. Just like then buy this sanitary. I'm like, no, I want to create a poster. I want to make myself out there.
You want people to push themselves towards you.
Because I sit here and no, those 10 pages, then
it's not about buying.
I was like, bro, understand. And then it's got also and the same parts.
Okay.
To be quite honest, the reason because behind that, but the same parts is just that. Okay. So abana basemafusini high school lab were attending lesson parts.
Okay.
So that was the significance of it. The lesson parts. Lesson parts, I think I had 80 learners to give a sanitary. But that collector 250 for them. And then plus I had to leave them behind the school. If I has an emergency, so ndayenza laa nto isikolo sesibini okay. And then the second school that I did biyiCholonci.
Okay.
Cinga usuka eMarambeni, drive all my petrol usually exactly, but I didn't complain because utitshala wabo did approach me uba bra nababantu nabayazidinga, so can you come through? I was like, no, it's fine, I'll just collect. Then the poster, I was out there. And then izikolo zazisiya, and then I was like, no man, let me just do it double ngoku, because ndandifuna oba ndizenze ngo-October as a breast awareness cancer month.
I see, yeah.
But
yeah,
I couldn't because work was demanding.
Okay.
And I was also going through some personal stuff that I needed to attend. So I didn't want to be going out there having to
your actor.
I'm trying to act. So I didn't want to do that. So let me just do it up until November because anyways, those were the last schools.
Yeah.
So izikolo that were out there, that's why no guys, doesn't want next year.
Okay.
Because at least next year in Jan, I'm planning on registering in Doyam as part of the NPO, not being private. Not that in terms of money,
yes.
but I just wanna explore within the government industry and having to get everyone involved. Because if there's a poster as a private thing, yo, okay, cotton pause, cotton pause.
In a question, but I'm not going to ask it now. I think Samsa will remind me I'm going to ask you behind the cameras.
Okay. No, it's fine.
There's a question. It's a personal question, guys. It's not a question that needs you. No. It's a personal question. Personal, very personal one.
Okay.
Now, tell me about this thing, yes, sanitary tower. So that means reception yaku Qumbu was very good. I mean, the acceptance yakho. Uyenzile kwisikolo sokuqala then isikolo sesibini sabane interest nesinye na ikumotivate kanjani lanto wena as a person, as a Lunathi?
It motivates me in having to expand
Yes.
a program or my drive, because I do have a profile that I did in terms of having to go pitch Qumbu on a mali, or having to get on a sponsor.
Yes.
Because I want to expand the program to wherever umntana wa Qumbu ne, I would get
Okay.
to go on a grade 12, like now, are struggling in terms of applying for NSFAS, are struggling to get university acceptance and whatsoever. I wanted to bring that program within the program or within the drive. Also, the girl child is not about giving out sanitary towels. It's just like
assistance, building
uplifting,
up. Exactly.
Uplifting umntana oyintombazana, because I was also going to get those pep talks, those pep talks about, no man, wait, I'm done at this stage, don't have that, you must do this, you must do that. So also the girl child is not about, I'm still in planning of that. We have to educate umntana, you have to carry yourself like this, even though in mistakes so easy, because in mistakes is the answer.
Exactly.
So we can't be brushing that to your face where
Okay.
So for me, having to stand there and I'm child free and I did this, I did that. Not that everyone will have to fall for the plan,
true,
but you have to inherit most of those things, because it's not like in the but I chose I need to do these things for me to get successful or wherever I am. Because as Laline, everyone praises me, of which it's something that I don't want.
Okay.
But but made mistakes and then so I want to change that initiative, or I have to change that perception. And I'm doing grade 10. So
No,
it's not, that is not
you
the
can
end
still
of,
continue. Yes,
exactly. So I want to change that mindset. So a new mindset, new results.
True.
Yes. So I want to invade in those spaces.
You know one thing there about me, I'm seeing you. If you were to ask me a question about where do I see you in the next 5 years? Now, in the next 5 years, answering the question, guys, I'm asking myself the same question as well. Answering that question, E.T., mna ndikubona in the next 5 years ubambe awarenesses up and down kwamasipala bize abantu eholweni, especially women, because I believe abantu abangosisi bayi good and preferred connection emntaneni than umuntu ongutata. Umuntu ongutata, it's not that next to umntana, but umuntu ongisisi, because next to umntana uyamfila umntana, uyamkhulisa umntana, uyamazi. So iqala lanto yala education, yala uplifting from the mother. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Then from the mother to the child, then you have to get polish to the child, but ube ufake kumama.
Exactly.
We can't run away from the fact that tina kuqumbu si illiterate, asifundanga.
Yeah, that's true.
Sifundile nje, but asinalwazi luphangaleleyo about ezinye izinto. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
Now ithi ke ngolento xa ndizongaba semthozela ngapha kude, mandifuna le ndawo ikude kakhulu egurha yabo okanye iqukunqa le kude. Now tell me, ndiza ngamalini edolophini? Now xa ndisize edolophini ndiza once a month.
Exactly.
I don't even get to see izinto ezixhonywe town, because xa ndifika etown sendifika ndiyokungena eshophini yokutya, ndithenga ukutya, ndiyaphuma ndiyahamba. Now I didn't see ke ngoku uLunathi nee-posters zakhe azixhomele around town uba uLunathi uzawuhamba aye kumasipala, there's this awareness, there's that. You understand? So to me, ingase in one of these things that you are doing kule 5 years ndiyibekileyo, you visit schools, xa bevula nje isikolo, you go there And then what you do, you make them aware of a girl child. And then you what stakeholders zakho ezithile, you bring them there so that you also bring abazali. Because abazali, they need to be there.
Exactly.
Then you educate them from there. Ngabazali bazotsho bayazi ba i-priority into ye-sanitary towel xa ithenga imili. Let's not run away from that. Awuzohlala ukhona. But now that ubufikile, wambonisa uba jonga, this is what is used for umntana. So for my prioritize the next time. You get my point? So now, speaking of that, kukhona into endithi it's gender equality. Now, it seems like cervical child to focus only with females. What about the males that are being challenged by these females?
To be
the problems now.
Yeah, no. To be quite honest, cervical child was for women.
Okay.
But with profile or in whatever that I'm doing, I wanted to include
Yes.
So me including them is me not having to take them to rehabs or facilities or whatever the case may be, but to just educate them in terms of so I don't wanna take that part of you guys. But now when I include them, it's just me having to educate them about easy-for that are facing them, because normally abantu abangamadoda, so to say, they don't want to go test for HIV.
Exactly.
Because like how right in the
right. Yes,
exactly. But we don't know about and so mna abafana on this program benza ba include when it comes to handovers, because handovers, but fortunately cousin brothers that will help me to distribute as a pet. I only wanted abafana to go help me to distribute as a pet.
Give them a responsibility.
Exactly. To know the reason we are called, because to be quite honest, on bank account over girl child, it's mostly men about donate, because even them in guys change the mindset.
I know the reason.
Because
I know the reason why.
Because I don't want to also add condoms on my program. So with me doing that, I wanted to get them involved, because most of the time, it's not gonna ever know put okay, cousin brothers and also if never included only November, because on November, this current month that we are, it's basically like November, because it's mostly like males, because this month
exactly.
And in terms of raising the awareness with prostate cancer and whatever the illness may be, because Nina, you don't want to go test for so with me having to involve you guys, those were the only parts involved, because I can't be teaching them like whatsoever. So I don't want to be doing that also, but the engage in terms of understanding okay, has to go through this process.
Okay. Wow. I think I know I know why we include a border, and then they are major donors. Because I don't want to go exotic, guys. I'm not gonna go there. Okay, fine. I think I'm liking the fact that you keep men alive, in the sense that they must know exactly what is going on to this girl. Because good relationship, you will find that in the order doesn't want to ubeja into mazan. Because thinking in mind that better for and all the stuff. Forgetting in needs zakhe.
Exactly.
Forgetting lamduba doesn't have a bra.
Yeah.
And then later on now, sorry guys about that. Now, going there, you must know that that person is a girl who does utambisa. Especially ufuna as sanitary towels ngazo. Izinto that cannot tell you straight when phone. You understand? Rather uzawuthi ndicela undiphe imali. Then I'll buy my own things. So thina sine-tendency yokokuba xa ndikunika imali as a female ndiphi imali for uyo-enjoya neetshomi zakho, you understand?
Yeah.
Now kube khona le nto i-common ithi umbhejo.
Yeah.
Now iba kanti ndi-weak ke ngoku as a man. So I'm liking the fact that we are included in distributing these things and also in contributing in those things. Ndiyayithanda loo leyo. Nathi siyiqumbu podcast we are males, yes? So sawungena kwi-females ngo sinikele.
Ninikele.
You understand? Sinikele because at least ngoku sinika enye responsibility. Now just before sizawuqhawukana ithi ke ngole nto uqumbu uzama ukumkholisa, you understand, as much as usifundisa another thing besikade siyibona as TV. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So lukhona ugalelo olukhulu especially kwi-youth, yayibona? Now bakhona abantu abatsha that are contributing kuwe okanye ngabantu abadala that are contributing kule program.
60%
Okay.
as youth, I don't want to lie. Then 40% is basically abantu abadala who I have been speaking to, and ngabantu endibaziyo are interested in this thing.
Okay.
That I'm doing. But shame, and to be quite honest, iPads and is collecting. I was supposed to collect 320 sanitary towels. Ngoku i-sanitary towels eziphandleni ziyi-570. So
wow.
It was a challenging collection for me because abantu abaninzi will be like, man, the lifestyle that she's living. But every time, because I'm using Game as my supplier,
Okay.
and also Game did donate sanitary towels as 20.
All right.
But they said to me I should write a proposal because Uclix has this thingy, Discam has it, but Game doesn't. So Game asked me to do a proposal for them that will make them donate.
Okay, wow.
So emails isn't like that are like my age or something did donate.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I don't know what was the reason
I'm
behind
loving
it,
that. I'm
but
loving
shame
that.
to be fair, they did assisted me. And in terms of the transportation, because if I can just say at Japan to Upper Qumbu, but Samaritan did carry them. Was a Qumbu.
God's grace.
And shame, I'm willing about everyone that hasn't yet contributed on my program to have an insight, like insight about, okay, this girl really does this. So because to keep it trust kubantu abadonate, what I do is that if imali inga, I do place an order and then the screenshot the invoice because Game always emails me in invoice. So if I do that and buy in bulk, I do get discounts, but I don't want to misuse that money to lose trust for abantu abadonate.
Yes, true.
I keep it, and then if kande iqinile, I buy more sanitary towels because we last drive that I had zazininzi sanitary towels ndiyagqibeza ndiyoziphisa ngazo elalini yam because ndandingafuni ugcina sanitary towels.
Yes.
So
see.
Me keeping that transparency between abantu abadonatayo and me or my program or that I'm running whatsoever, I make sure but if ufake imali ndakusendela i-invoice uba nansi 200 yakho yenze okunga.
That's true, yes. Nice.
Because I post on Instagram, I post on Facebook,
Yes.
I post on WhatsApp. Peter, I don't have TikTok, but I do post that so that now I also, but now my Namazana is really trying to change the mindset about or whatever the case may be.
Now, doing this kind of jobs, unomsebenzi wakho, uyaqokelela ngapha, what about the family? Ithini family yakho, your personal family? Uyazalwa ngapha, that's your family.
Yeah.
But you've grown up, you've got your own things to establish eqaleni.
Yeah.
Now, how is it accepting le business yakho? Was busy?
Yeah, to be quite honest.
Okokuqala, do you have someone right next to you or support your shoulder to cry on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Then yena uthini?
He's very supportive in terms of checking up in mental state.
Okay.
Because you know how to have to run an NPO and having to have the straight job.
Yes.
But he knows how to
And kukho yena ngapha ecaleni
Yeah,
ekufuneka urane
and then
naye
kukhona
ngayo.
yena ngoku, so these things but Shemi, he is there in terms of supporting me and having to ask me over Lunathi, I know you're not coping.
Yes.
What's going on? So I have to be transparent as much as possible with him, because at the end of the day, I would be having a bad day.
Yeah.
And then if my say about we unfolding or whatever the case may be, and then he has to ask him, Mama, are you okay? Mama, all right. And then I was like, oh man. Yeah.
Sorry.
So yeah, so it's me having to juggle around that, and me having to know about that is professional, and having this NPO, because I'm saying they do know about NPO Iganje. So they did say they will donate. They did, but yeah, it's just me having to juggle between work and this thing. But I don't wanna keep things isn't I don't know how to do them, because I was against them.
And then on Facebook, where do we get you?
Lunathi Mjanyelwa.
You don't have TikTok, right?
I don't.
But I think you must have TikTok. Because TikTok, I think it's a channel about names. And then Instagram?
It's Lunathi M. It's Lunathi _M.
Okay, Lunathi _M. And then which one? Twitter?
Oh, Twitter, it's Lunathi _M also.
All right, guys, Lunathi will have TikTok soon. So
only if you will follow.
She'll give you something for TikTok. And then, guys, Lunathi, man, thank you so much.
Okay.
We are done.
Thank you.
We are happy to have you.
Yeah, I'm
we
so
are happy to have you. Man.
I will. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, Sabs.
Oh, money. That's what I need. Oh, money. When I was young, I told myself I wanna have money. Oh, money. I got the feeling that I'm gonna make it. I want some money, got nothing in pocket. Now why I teta, why I come and talk it as ways. Your papa cause in it last. So teta's a my nigga plus. You gotta focus, you need to dream like us. Also lenza if your aim is to pass. So let do chomo, lose the focus. Come in vision, go to class. You go baska. Sitemu lasha koto salo de la sebenza amanda nangu goza tema. No baba ya teta vele ba keba ba twere gitala.